everyone, it's Shari Carroll for SimonsStamp.com, and I have a really unique DIY project for you today using your papers and your wafer-thin dies. I have been wanting to try this for a while and I finally have a chance to do it. So I've started off with some cardstock and I've used this mod window die from Simons Stamp and it goes in the vertical. I've already prepped this a little bit using my mono adhesive from Tombow, and I've just added some of the glue to the fine details of that die. I also have a piece of basil vellum, and this is the 40 weight, and also my tape runner, which I have run a tape down the side. I'm working with a straight candle holder. You could use a glass or something else that's really nice and straight, maybe even a rolling pin. But what I'm doing is I'm wrapping my vellum around, and I'll go ahead and attach that where I've added that tape. And once I'm ready, I can go ahead and just press that down. I've cut my papers to fit the circle of this candle holder. The next thing I want to do is to add more adhesive to my cardstock. Like I said, I have used my mono adhesive on some of that detail of that lattice work or that die, and now I'm just adding some more tape runner so that I can stick this to the vellum. When I'm all done, I will slide this off my glass candle holder. It's just using it as a tool right now just to get a nice round shape for my papers. At this point, I'm lining my cardstock up at the bottom and I'm really kind of concentrating where that die cut is. I'm going to press that down first, and once I have that pressed down, then I can go ahead and work my paper around the candle holder. Once that's wrapped around, I'll go ahead and press down on the seam. The next thing I want to do is to really press my die cut right into that vellum where that glue is, and so I'm just using my bone folder and just going along all the edges and just making sure that it's really well adhered. To add a little decoration, I've put some washi tape on that back seam and I'm going to go ahead and press that down really well. I'm also going to put a strip of paper around kind of as a border, and this will sit actually at the bottom, and so I've already added my adhesive to the back of the paper. And I'm starting this at the other seam that's underneath that washi tape, and I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this around, making sure that I have it really well lined up. And this gives me a really nice finished edge. Plus it makes it just a little bit more sturdy. So once I'm done, I'll go ahead and slide that off that glass candle holder. This next luminary uses the Woodland Tree, also from Simons Stamp, and I have already put it onto the vellum and I've used my mono adhesive. And this is the type of die that has inner parts that you might need to replace, so when you go to die cut, make sure you keep all those little pieces handy. So I've also added some mono adhesive to the back of that, and I'm just using my needle tool to kind of put that in place and press that down. When choosing your dies, you can use either really intricate dies or even just really basic shapes for these luminaries. Once I have my pieces in place, I can add more paper or embellishments. So here's a look at the finished piece. I did wrap another piece of paper around and tied some twine around and just secured that with a knot. For this one, I've used the Super Heart border from Simons Stamp and also slate cardstock, which gives me a really nice look. Since these are paper luminaries, I would not burn regular candles, so I have a battery-operated candle that actually flickers as if it was a real flame. I hope I've given you some inspiration on some do-it-yourself projects that you can make using your cardstocks and dies. Thanks for watching.